This is a very informal event, I was just told, but now there's a spotlight on me. I guess we're paying people for this, too. I'm Lauren Van Emden. I am a staple here at the Levoy Theater. I help on a lot of different fronts, including hosting events for Bill Horan, apparently. We are super excited to be hosting this event tonight and welcoming people into the room for a collaborative discussion, an introduction to a kickoff of sort of a new, old concept. Something that's happened before but needs, I think, a little re-energizing, and with some new ideas and some new commitment, we can take the assets that are here in downtown, capitalize on them, grow the positivity, grow the benefits, and really improve on what we have. I think it's important to note that Bill Horan I have known for about 15 years now, and he is relentless in his pursuit of improving, not only improving the city of Millville, but improving the perception of the city of Millville, which is just about as important as the city itself. It's important that you understand that every town has its benefits or its positives and its cons, and we are one of the cities, and we have to highlight the positives, and we have to harness them, and we have to work on improving and expanding those, and then introducing people to those ideas so that they can share those with us. It's really the power of a positive mindset is really something that I think we need to focus on, and I think Bill's going to talk about that. But I am incredibly grateful to him because he's done an incredible job for us at the Levoy. He is one of our primary asset developers in terms of photography and video elements, and they are tremendously valuable to us. And I definitely don't pay him enough, so, but don't tell him that. But he does a really great job for us. We are grateful to have him. We are proud and excited to host this event with him tonight, and look forward to the collaborations that I envision for the next coming years with this new re-energized and reinvigorated group. My father, Phil Van Emden, is also here tonight to give just a little summary of some of the, I guess a little tiny recap of the history. Tiny, promise. 90 seconds, 120 seconds maybe at most. Thank you again for coming. Grab some snacks, and hopefully we'll see you at a show sometime soon.
Thank you, Lauren. She just took all the good parts, so I don't know what's left for me. But welcome to the beautiful Levoy Theater in Millville, New Jersey. Is it Levoy or Levoy? How many say it's Levoy? Raise your hand. How many say Levoy? How many say Leroy? No. What I just did is introduce you to a new marketing plan, and now you're part of our plan, and hopefully Levoy can be part of your plan too. Back in the day, 2008, we harnessed data from many sources that basically said this project might work if we just learned about it. And it turns out people want a 4-hour event. People will respond to quality, and communities that coordinate their efforts succeed. There's a lot of history there. I'm certainly glad to talk to you privately about that. In 2008 through 2010, we were faced with extremely chilling financial times, but we had an advantage. The city of Millville was headed by commissioners and employees that understood the value of promoting the city. And I think that's a very important thing to note. Trying to attract businesses is only one piece of the puzzle. Truly large businesses and game-changing investors want the following. They want affordable housing, safe streets, outdoor recreation, sports, arts and entertainment, and a progressive government. We talk about getting an Amazon warehouse. We talk about very big projects locating in Millville or South Jersey. And the problem always boils down to too much of this, not enough of that. But as citizens of this city, we can work our way through that by tackling these issues one at a time. And the one issue we can tackle would be arts and entertainment in this building. The Levoy brings 40,000 visitors to our performances and another 5,000 visitors to our activities. That's 45,000 people on the street every year. And when I say people on the street, that's feet on the street, and that's potential customers for you. The sweet spot for us is a customer that combines their visit with a meal, a drink, shopping, browsing the galleries. A dinner and a show is a great evening and can be rewarding for the city. The Levoy is prepared to cooperate with meaningful marketing plans, and we support coordinating citywide efforts to bring back the gem of a city. Thank you, and have a good evening.
Going to raise this up just slightly. Hello, how are you? Thank you for coming. This was kind of a last-minute thing that we planned. So some of the committee that we put together may not be here tonight, but after the beginning of the year, we're going to be launching a full-scale, trying to work and collaborate with everyone and make sure that downtown Millville gets the recognition and the customers it deserves. So that's kind of the impetus behind this, and I'll be honest, I'm kind of selfish. I have a film festival in the town of Millville. So the better this downtown is doing, the more businesses that are doing well, the more businesses there are in town, the better my film festival will do as well. So it's one of the selfish reasons for me being part of this, but it's obviously not the only reason. We've also have a website that's called There's More to Millville. And there is more to Millville. When you talk to a lot of people, they'll say, well, isn't Millville this, isn't Millville that, isn't... No, there's more to Millville. So the website, if you go to one of these URLs, you're going to see that we've covered the whole town. We've got places to eat, nature, things to do. There's an events calendar. There's all kinds of, there's businesses listed. We've covered a lot of the businesses in Millville. So it's a very informative website. And after the first of the year, we're going to add a section to it, Downtown Millville. So we want to highlight some of the things about downtown Millville that make it special. Excuse me. We have an events calendar. There's a lot of events happening in the city of Millville. We try to keep up with all the events. We're trying to make sure people are aware of how much is actually going on in the city of Millville. So when I go around Millville, I'm meeting with business owners. I'm meeting with the people that make downtown Millville special. There's a lot of things going on in downtown Millville that you're not going to find at the mall. You're not going to find at some of the shopping centers. You're going to find people downtown that are really invested in the community. These are people that have been here, a lot of them have been here a long time. Some of them are fairly new. But their stories are interesting. What they offer the city is interesting. So we want to make sure they continue to survive and to thrive in downtown Millville. Not only bring in new businesses, but take care of the ones that are here already. Now we realize that it's important to bring big businesses to the city. You've got industrial parks and other places for big business. That needs to happen. But the downtown is not really going to benefit from those big businesses unless they do stuff to promote themselves. So one of our goals is to do that, is to create a marketing and branding campaign. It's to create more awareness of what's going on in downtown Millville. And it's also to help with the renovations. We're hoping to collaborate with all kinds of organizations, and you'll see that later in this. And we want to make sure that Millville, downtown, keeps thriving. I grew up in Millville. I remember downtown Millville as a kid. I'm not nostalgic about downtown Millville. I think what we have now can be even better. When I first came back to Millville 3 years ago, there was a building across from the Renaissance Center, and I said, wow, that'd be a great place to live and have a business. So I went in, I talked to the owner. I said, I'm very interested in having having an apartment here and having the downstairs for retail. And he said, yeah, we're opening in July. That was 3 years ago, and it's still not open. So this is some of the stuff that we need to talk about and to address. This, by the way, I looked at this slideshow again last night and I thought, there's so much missing from this slideshow. You don't see Manny's Pizza or Bruni's in here. You don't see a lot of the other places to eat. You don't see a lot of the other stores and businesses. I couldn't cover everything. So this is just a small taste of what's in Millville. And then the events that come to downtown Millville, the car show, the Christmas parade that we just had. There's all kinds of things that happen in downtown Millville. We got a park. So what are some of the concerns and needs? And I'm sure everybody's aware of these. And we have city commissioners and our new mayor, the incoming mayor is here. We have another city commissioner who's a current city commissioner here. You're all very aware of some of these needs and concerns, and I'm sure you're already planning on addressing them. So safety is always going to be a concern. How do we improve the safety of downtown Millville? There's been some problems, let's face it. I've heard talk about putting cameras up downtown. That's a great idea. More police presence downtown, another good idea. So there's lots of ways that we can improve the safety of downtown Millville. There's a lot of empty and boarded up buildings, and they kind of make it look worse than it is because there's so many good businesses in downtown Millville. So with all the boarded up buildings and everything else that's going on, it kind of takes away from what we really have here. One of the things we're going to do on the website, we're going to have a page or two listing the different places that are available for rent and listing how you can contact someone to see the place and maybe open your business there. It would help if we could get more businesses in those buildings. Marketing and branding. If you're going to do a downtown, you need some way of marketing and branding it instead of relying on people just to do it on their own. Because what do businesses need most? They need customers. And that's the goal, to bring more customers in. These are the two words I hate the most. I see these words a lot in downtown Millville, and a lot of times they've been there for years. So coming soon gets my hopes up. Oh, this is coming, that's coming, and then it doesn't come. I know that sometimes there's reasons for that, but it'd be nice to see some of these things come to fruition. Some of the places that are coming soon would actually come soon. The collaborators that we want to work with, of course, the City of Millville, downtown businesses, Holly City Development Corporation, my company Artsy, and the Greater Millville Chamber of Commerce. This is a very strong group. If we get all these people working towards one goal, there's a lot that we can accomplish and a lot that will be accomplished. And then there's other cities that have already dealt with what Millville's dealing with. 20 years ago, I did a job in Asbury Park. It was a documentary on the Stone Pony. I was afraid to get out of the car. Asbury Park was really bad. And if you go there today, downtown Asbury Park is pretty much thriving. It's doing really well. Other cities like Medford, even Camden, I mean, their crime rate in Camden is way down. Why can't we work with these cities and also find out how to improve what's going on in Millville? There's no reason we can't do that. So we're suggesting schedule for this is a public meeting every 3 months, and then committee and subcommittee meetings every 2 months. But in the meantime, we still want to coordinate with the city and other people and keep it going, keep things moving forward, not waiting for something to happen, making it happen ourselves. Samantha, are you here? Okay. So our next speaker is going to be Samantha Cruz, and she's going to fill you in a little bit on this new, on a UEZ program that they're doing right now. Hi, Samantha.
Good evening. As Bill Horn said, I'm Samantha Cruz. I do have the title of Manager of Parks and Public Properties here for the City of Millville. I've been around for about 20 years, so I consider myself, a staple of the City of Millville. But a couple things that have been going on during the last 2 or 3 years. We did do phase 1 of the paver project, which fixed all the pavers from City Hall up to Mulberry Street. And the current commission just awarded a contract for our second phase. Our second phase will include from Mulberry Street down to Broad and all corridor streets. So Mulberry, Pine, anywhere there's pavers, tripping hazards, all those pavers are going to be brought up and repaired. It's been a long overdue project. Thankfully, the UEZ program, which is something we'll transition to here in a couple minutes, was able to provide this funding. Holly City Development Corporation was our UEZ coordinator for about 2.5 years, 3. Don't count me on it because I'm not always good for years. The years fly by. But for the last 6 months, I have been serving as a city's UEZ coordinator. Very interesting program, by the way. A lot of rules, a lot of deadlines to meet. But there's funding, and that's usually the number one thing everyone needs, to get things done. So we have a lot of projects going on. Actually, we'll be presenting our Clean Team. Our Clean Team project is going to be pretty much a 2-man crew, and they will be going anywhere within the UEZ zone. So if you're not familiar with our UEZ zone, which is our urban, I keep saying UEZ and people are like, there's so many acronyms, but the acronym is Urban Enterprise Zone. So it is actually a state-funded program, and the City of Millville is one of those zones. So not every city, not every place in New Jersey is certified. So we actually are a joint UEZ zone with the City of Vineland, so we are a joint board. Bridgeton has their own. So that's been an interesting thing to learn about as well. But through this, we're able to apply for different funding, which gets me back to the Clean Team. So the Clean Team is going to be a 2-man crew that can go anywhere in the UEZ zone. We do have a map on our city website that shows the UEZ zone, and it comprises of a lot. It's out to the airport. We are all the way down to 2nd Street, obviously the shopping center. What it's going to allow us to do is these 2 men, they can just go clean it up. So you see that unsightly cart, which carts, I don't know about you guys, but shopping carts drive me crazy, right? Like I just put them back in the corral, let the little shopping men people take them back into the store. But no, they're all over town. So this program will allow us to get those things off the street. Litter, trash, bulk trash. Sometimes we see, a couch just hanging out in the middle of the curb somewhere. This team is going to be able to remove those things off our street. So one of the biggest things, what I feel, and I think that I've heard this, I don't know stats or anything like that. That's not my job. I'm the recreation person for the city, right? That's my real, true heart job. Is that we need to look presentable, right? People come through town and they're like, ugh, this place looks terrible. You're not coming to live here. You're not coming to have your business here. And honestly, do you even want to stay here for dinner? Probably not. So I think that this is one element that can help with moving any project or anything we're doing in this particular setting here. We need that visual aspect. So I feel like the green, I keep calling it the Green Team, but the actual real title is called the Clean Team. We used to call the machine that swept the sidewalks the Green Machine, and I just keep thinking about that. But so we'll be presenting that to the state of New Jersey to get the funding next week. Usually they don't deny many applications. By that time, we have gone through rigorous reviews of our applications, and it's usually pass and go. So I would expect that hopefully in the spring we would be rolling out that program and getting these men or women, whoever comprises that team, to work. So we are excited about that. So the next program that's been something that's been approved for a while, I think Heather applied for the UEZ Exterior Improvement Program maybe early in the year. I don't know the dates, but long story short, it is going to be a very awesome thing for our UEZ's businesses. So one thing that we have to remember, UEZ funding has to be done in the UEZ zone, and if you're giving any money out to a business in a program like this, they have to be UEZ certified. So a business would have to be UEZ certified, and it's actually a really easy process. So here in Millville, do not do the certifications. Those certifications are done by Nelsa over in Vineland. I'll be more than happy to talk to any business to get them linked up with her. It's not a long process. It's basically filing paperwork, so you are then certified. So once you're certified, there are a bunch of benefits through the UEZ, which is all on the website, and that's something that can be seen by any business that's going to do this. But one particular thing that's going to be available in the coming months is the UEZ Exterior Improvement Program. It is going to be a one-time $20,000 reimbursable grant. So you'll be able to get new windows on your front store. I mean, you can go from small to big. If you want to just do a small project at your business, you can do a small project. Or if you want to figure something out that's going to get you all the way to that $20,000, you can do that as well. But you can do simple things as, getting new windows, getting new signage. One of the things I particularly don't like to see on storefronts is, well, we were open on Sunday, but now we're not. We're sometimes open on Tuesday. So you can update that. You can update those times, those dates. Say you changed your logo, you can get a new signage. Or you have older windows and you're having leaks. We can get that. You can get that fixed through this program. Also, one of the other things that we will push and consider is security camera. So security is also one of the big things that we did push with this program, that businesses could get security. Now we are asking, since the funding is coming through the city and being provided to the businesses, that obviously if our police department needs that footage to solve a crime, you would do that. And I know people are like, what do you mean? They don't always give the footage to the police, so it does make them harder to solve their crime. But this project and this program is very exciting. The UEZ in itself is exciting. There's a lot of good stuff and a lot of other programs. A couple weeks ago, I did go ahead to the front of the commission to get a couple other things going. Our special events. So we do have the 5 special events that go through the city, through the UEZ program. Obviously, we have a lot more events that happen along with that, but we're always looking to make our events better. So if you attend one of our events and you see something that could make it flourish or make it better, we want to hear it. Like, I don't take it as criticism. Actually, matter of fact, I got a great idea for the Millville Christmas Parade off of somebody's message on Facebook. So believe me when I say that we can change, we want to change, and we only want to be better, right? So we don't want to change for the worse, we want to change for the better. So I think that's about all I have. I can't really see anybody there, but I think I know most of you in the room. I really don't like the shining light, Bill. It's very bright. But anyway, I do appreciate you having me here tonight to speak on what's going on, and just know that my door at the City of Millville, whether I'm the UEZ coordinator, Parks and Recreation manager, the recreation director, whatever you want to call me, I care about Millville. I love Millville. This is where I live and grew up, and any good I'm for. So I appreciate your time, and anyone wants to chat, please reach out. Thank you.
Oh, here comes Heather. We'll give her a second to get to the stage. Thank you.
Good evening. Thank you all for being here. Bill, I believe, just introduced me, but my name is Heather Garrison. I am a community builder at Holly City Development Corporation under the leadership of Heather Santoro, who is our executive director. So a little bit about us. We do housing, economic development, and community development. We partner a lot with many different organizations, including the city. We can't do everything alone, so we reach out to our partnerships to help make our city better. Bill invited us here tonight. We usually do a chat and chew the first Thursday of every month that we hold at the library. So this is a little bit different. We usually have a lot of feedback and we have conversation, but tonight Bill wanted to do a presentation about what we want to do to help move the city forward. So partnerships are key. Collaboration, that was mentioned a couple times tonight, that's important. We won't be able to do this if we don't have good partnerships and collaboration. We have a new city commission that will be starting in January. Congratulations to you all. They're here tonight. We hope that we can partner and do things that are going to benefit the city. We want to hear from the residents, though. Our goal is to always be resident-driven. We want to know what the community wants, not just put things out there because we think that's the way it should be. So we want to hear from you. Reach out to Samantha, myself, Bill Horn. Yeah, and we know that downtown small businesses are key. If we don't support them, they will close their doors and they will be there no longer. We have done small business grants and loans for several businesses downtown. I believe this year we did about 28 $10,000 grants for multiple businesses in Millville. Well, downtown, I'm sorry. That is to help them keep their doors open, to beautify their spaces. That's one of the aspects that we do. We do a lot of reinvestment in our city. So what we want to do is put the money that we receive back into the city to make things better for you all. Again, our doors are open as well. If you have any questions about what else we do, please feel free to reach out. Bill, I know you said I can take my time, but I really don't have, they've said a lot already, and I don't want to keep you guys here any longer than you have to. We have someone else coming up?
Yeah, we do.
Okay, we have one more person coming up to present something. Thank you guys for your time. We appreciate you all, and I hope you have a good night.
So we have one more person who's not in your program book, and it's Deb Malone from the Greater Millville Chamber of Commerce.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Debbie Malone, and I'm here tonight representing the Greater Millville Chamber of Commerce. We believe that by working together with the Holly City Development Corporation and the new City Commission, we can make real progress in establishing, reshaping, and improving our High Street and our town. Under the guidance of our Executive Director, Jerry Cavella, and our President, Rob Connor, both who apologize could not be here tonight, we have formed an ad hoc committee. This committee is currently developing a strategic plan and a new mission statement for itself and for its members. Our goal is to move the Chamber towards becoming a modern, more effective organization that can serve as a model for other chambers in the state, as well as demonstrate our collaboration on strengthening our city relationships. A key focus of this group is building strong strategic partnerships. We believe that through these partnerships, we can play an innovative, important role in creating a vibrant, successful, and thriving High Street. Our committee has been meeting probably for the past 2 months. One morning a week. We start at 8:30. We usually get done between 10 and 10:30. We have made some significant changes that we can already start to see the progress within our own organization. So we really feel that getting together with all the organizations in Millville to improve our town is the way to go, and we just want to see Millville become a better, vibrant community. Thank you.
Okay, so that's it for our speakers tonight. Now, one thing that Heather said, normally at their meetings, there would be questions, answers, and feedback, and I get that. This was just a coming out party for this committee. This was a way of introducing something that we're going to be doing a lot more of, and mostly after the beginning of the year. So if you have any questions, we're going to be in the lobby. Please feel free to ask any questions that you want. Let's have a conversation. Don't just leave and go home right now. So talk to us. That's one of the things I really hope happens with the new administration, as I had one or two people in the last administration that I could talk to, but mostly we couldn't. So there's a lot that we want to do. You got a lot of people with energy, with ideas, that are good at what they do, that want to help. They want to be part of this, and we are going to do that. So thank you for coming, and that's my best slide right there, by the way. So I'll talk to you soon. Thanks. Okay.
This has been a QBC television production, in association with our partners and sponsors. QBC broadcasts on Comcast Cable Channel 22, and live streams its programming on Facebook and YouTube. All rights reserved by Quinn Media and QBC, programming that serves the South Jersey market.